your hair is not growing, I promise you this is the perfect video for you. I've been there before. I know what I've done to push out of it, and I know how you can get yourself on track to actually get that hair growth that you're looking for. Last time we almost break up. What's popping, my lily pops? Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Okay, I hate this glare on my glasses, so I'm going to take it off. I'm so happy to have you guys back here. If it's your first time, I typically share inexpensive DIYs on my channel, and over the past 3 to 4 weeks, I started a Lily Pop All Natural Growth series where I'm detailing through different YouTube videos exactly what can be done to grow your hair or some things that are stunting hair growth. So today is episode 4 of the All Natural Growth series, and I'm getting into length retention. Just in case you guys don't know, I know in scale you just see a little piece of my couch, but for my loyal subscribers that have been rocking with me for a while now, you know that if I'm typically on this couch, it's one of two things. Either something horrible has happened to my hair, or 2, there's something wrong that's going on in the way that we as a community are caring for our hair. So my lily pops, let's pop off. Listen, we go through a 3-stage growth process with our hair. I encourage you to find external sources, to look up more about those 3 stages, to really learn what it takes to actually grow your hair, right? In the sciencey sense. And the thing with those 3 stages, the reason that I'm highlighting this is because while we all go through those 3 stages, we go through each stage at different times. So for example, you may cut your hair in January, and by May 1st, you have a significant amount of hair. Now, if I cut my hair on January 1st, May 1st may come, and I don't really see that much hair growth. It doesn't mean that my hair is not growing. It means that it's taken me a longer time period to go through each stage of that 3-stage growth process. So guys, before we actually get started, one of the things that I told you all in episode 2 of the growth series, when I was talking about what you can do if you feel like your hair is too weak and you need to strengthen it, towards the end of that video, if you made it towards the end, I started talking about how while I put all natural ingredients into my hair and I love making these DIYs, that I strongly believe that yes, putting these things on top of your hair, it has benefits of its own, but when you try to take small steps to start incorporating some superfood ingredients into your regular diet, you will see a transformation not only with your body but with your hair as well. And so in me trying to take my own advice, this is going on my 3rd week. I've actually been incorporating smoothies into my diet, and the challenge that I set for myself is that every week I was going to try to lessen the amount of fruits that I was putting into the smoothie because of the high amount of sugar that the fruits actually carry. So guys, I'm almost there. This is extremely green, and also this has avocado in it, and I hate avocado. Avocado is one of the staple ingredients for my hair, but as far as to taste, I can't stand it. So just the fact that I'm taking this small leap is very exciting for myself. So you guys are going to see me take the first sip of this journey. Oh, actually, let me do it how they do it on the Food Network. Oh my gosh, and I don't say this to everyone, I love it. All right, let's get back to the point. You have to think, your hair is always growing. Unless you have a serious scalp condition, something like alopecia, something like extreme hair thinning and things of that nature, those are extenuating circumstances. Relatively, more of us are dealing with length retention issues as opposed to dealing with forms of alopecia, but if you do feel like you may have a form of alopecia that may be mild, because a lot of people think that alopecia just means like, oh, completely bald, and that's not it. There can be milder forms of alopecia where you're experiencing balding in certain places of your hair. Please see a healthcare professional. You're going to have different practices on what's going to retain length for your hair. So if you are someone that flat irons your hair, maybe a better way for you to retain length is to start spacing out the amount of times you flat iron. Not always thinking that just because you're using a heat protectant that your hair is safe, or not being so quick to tuck your hair away in a protective style to not care about it, because once your hair is tucked away, you risk the potential of that protective style not protecting a thing. When you're a natural and it comes to length retention, you have to pick your Afrocentric hairstyles. And I'm saying that because I'm not gonna lie, I used to stay away from being a natural because I felt like I couldn't pull it off. I used to be at a point where I didn't think like flat twist, 2-strand twist, and all of that other stuff was like cute. I thought that it looked really granny-ish. I felt like it's not really something that people can dress up and make look cute. And it honestly took me seeing imagery out there of people really bodying their cornrows, killing their 2-strand twist, you know, just bigging up their hair in its natural state and all of these other things, for me to be like, it's okay for me to do this, and I just have to put my own rendition on it for me to be comfortable. And so when I started tucking my hair away, I realized that I was really helping myself with retaining length. And this is one of the more prominent ways that I tuck my hair away. So I know you can't see it. I feel like it looks like really chic and bomb. Like I have on this top right now. You can consider this like a casual top, a work top. It could work there. If I wanted to throw on a dress, I also like would change my earrings or something, and I feel like this would still be very cute and chic. What you don't know is that under this head wrap, I have 2-strand twists in that are properly placed with hair clips. I actually have a headscarf on underneath this to protect my hair and make sure that the cotton fibers in my head wrap are not pulling on my hair strands and breaking it. Then I have this wrapped on top and just a simple wrap, and I tucked it. This is something that I feel like looks really cute. I feel like I'm getting my Afrocentric, my hair is protected, my ends are tucked, and my hair is moisturized. Then we're getting into green tea hair rinses. So I shared how I create a green tea hair rinse in my how to stop natural hair breakage video that I put out about a month or 2 ago. Definitely go check that out. I'll put the link in the description below. And this green tea hair rinse really helps with hair breakage, hair fall overall, and even potential balding. The reason that I'm bringing this up right now is because this is something that I honestly do a lot, and it's a practice that I'm trying to get myself out of, and I've been doing a better job with since I really started taking my hair regimen more seriously and remaining consistent. But when you are reactive as opposed to proactive, you really put your hair in a bad spot. So when it comes to a green tea hair rinse, green tea has properties that block a hormone in our body that is known as dihydrotestosterone, or DHT for short. DHT is the hormone that is responsible for hair loss and potential balding. So when this hormone is blocked in our bodies, it significantly reduces the amount of breakage that we're experiencing if we start doing the green tea rinses on a bi-weekly basis once we're experiencing breakage. However, one of the things that I was doing before I fell off of my hair regimen was actually doing the green tea rinse once a month with my hair. And the reason I was doing that is because being proactive about it helped with the maintenance of my... When you get in the habit of doing regular maintenance on your hair, such as like protein conditioners, green tea rinses, clarifying your hair, regularly moisturizing your hair on a weekly basis, or even if you need it more times a week, you put your hair in a place where it can grow and you can retain the length in you. It's kind of funny to me that I would even have to bring this next one up, but to retain length, you have to stop being scissor happy. So I'm talking about moving away from all of the lies that we were told when we were growing up, or when you like first started going to a salon, or whoever started caring for your hair at home, when someone told you that you needed to get your hair cut every 3 months. Just to step back on something that I just mentioned, it's not that cutting your ends makes your hair grow. It is that when you cut split ends, see, that's the key word. When you cut split ends off, you are ensuring that the split ends do not travel up the full length of the hair strand and then just break your hair off completely. That's what we're trying to prevent. But the thing is, everybody doesn't get split ends within 3 months, and a lot of people actually go a really long time without a split end. If you don't have a split end, you don't need to get your ends trimmed. And there's also a difference between trimming your ends and just simply dusting your ends. Dusting is more maintenance, and like barely any hair comes off, I promise you. And I wish that people would lean more towards dusting, and hairstylists as well will also start promoting that. The final thing that I want to touch on is moisturizing and hair oils of them. And jojoba oil was one of the earlier oils that I started using when I was like, okay, I'm really going to take care of my natural hair. And I always knew that it worked really well for me, but I never really knew why until I started looking into more of the why behind things. And jojoba oils is one of the oils that is actually a moisturizing penetrating oil, meaning that when you put it on your hair is actually going to absorb it. There are other oils such as olive oil that are carrier oils and serve as more of a sealant for our hair. They do not penetrate our hair strands. It's that if you put in a product that is a moisturizer, then we'll put an olive oil or a heavier carrier oil on top of it. Castor oil is also known to be a carrier oil. It's going to seal the moisture in, so nothing in, nothing out. Because of this, you have to be very mindful of what type of oils you put on your hair. If you say that you're looking for moisture and you want to make sure your hair is not breaking off and you're retaining length, be very strategic in that. Be very strategic with the moisturizers that you are using as well. There are a lot of hair products that are on the hidden proteins in there, and you want to make sure you're all good and dandy. I don't want to start calling out any brands, but just look into the products to make sure that you exactly know what is in there. If you feel like your hair is drying out but someone's swearing by you, telling you no, this product is good, you're using it wrong. If you are actually using the product how it's supposed to be used and it's drying out your hair, it's not for you. Stop using it. You're going to break off your hair strands, you're not going to retain length, and then you're going to say that your hair is not growing. Honestly, bonus tip, start challenging yourself. This smoothie right here is my challenge. Your challenge may be that you want to start drinking green tea 3 times a week to get those properties onto your hair that are going to help with mitigating hair loss, in addition to using the green tea hair rinses. Your challenge may be that next week you're going to challenge yourself to only style your hair once that week and to see if you have less hair coming out, whether it's traditional shedding or breakage at the end of the week as well. Start making challenges. I can't challenge you to something specifically because I don't know what you're lacking in your hair regimen. I don't know that part of it, but I just challenge you to make a small step. This is a small step for me. I like it, so I'm gonna continue doing it for as long as I can. Keep going. Hopefully it turns into a lifestyle. If it doesn't turn into a lifestyle, it lasted while it lasted. My lily pops, you know the vibes. Pop off.